Good morning, Standard 2. Let's review fractions. So we have an entire circle here that represents a whole, and in order for it to be a fraction, it needs to be divided into equal parts. So how many parts is the circle divided into? It's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So the amount of parts, the total amount that is there is our denominator. Our denominator always goes at the bottom. How many is being used or how many is shaded? There is only one shaded that goes at the top, and that's our numerator. Now let's take a look at the parts of the fraction. The top number is the numerator. It shows us the amount that is being used. The bottom part is the denominator. And this tells us the total amount of pieces that are in a fraction. Let's be careful because some people are putting the denominator on the top and the numerator on the bottom. The number that is being used, the numerator always goes at the top. The total amount of pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, that goes at the bottom. The line that separates the numerator from the fraction, this is called our fraction bar. So we have our numerator, fraction bar, and then our denominator. Now let's go over how to write our fractions in word form. Word form means that you're going to be spelling out the fraction. For example, it is already written here in number form. These are numbers written in the fraction form. So we're going to be writing it out in word form. Let's review. When we're writing it out in word form, the first number that we'll always write is the numerator. And we're going to spell that out normally. The numerator is 1. The fraction bar here will turn into a hyphen. We're going to write a hyphen there to represent the fraction bar. And then we will put the denominator. But the denominator will not be 2. We will not write 1, 2. I gave you all a list of all the fractions that you're going to write. So this will be 1/2. We're going to write 1/2. Now the denominator here will remain the same because we just have one fraction there. Numerator is singular. Now let's take a look at this fraction where the numerator is plural. It's more than 1. So the first thing we write is the numerator, and we write it out the regular way that it is spelled. The numerator is 3. We're going to write 3. To represent our fraction bar, we're going to write our hyphen. And then we move on to the denominator. The denominator is 5, but according to our list that you have, this will be represented as 5th. So I'm going to go ahead and write 5th. But because the numerator is more than 1, plural, I need to add an S at the end. So this will be 3/5. So some common mistakes that I'm seeing is that people are writing their fraction in word form, for example, like this. They're writing 1, 2, and this is not the right way. It will be 1/2. Use your notes so that it can guide you. Another mistake that I'm seeing is that people are writing 3, 4. This is not the right way. We have to write the numerator first, hyphen, fourth. With the TH, and because the numerator is more than 1, we go ahead and add the S, 3/4. That will be the correct way. So we're just reviewed all the fractions that we've done so far. Go ahead and go on to the next slide.